Barbie Mirkin is a guy that says if the weather's clear, can do, can do. This guy says the horse can do. If he says the horse can do, can do, can do, can do, can do. This guy says the horse can do. But if he says the horse can do, by a half, according to this here in the telegraph. I bite Bigfoot's all right. This guy calls the horse Big Red last night. Likes bird, calls the horse Big Red. This ex-beat the horse likes bird. And just a minute, boys, I've got the beatbox noise. Like his great-grandfather was at the coins. Shows class, shows no bone steer. This guy says the horse shows class. If he says the horse shows class. This guy says the horse shows class. So make it F on top, he wins it by a half. Going to this here and telegraph. Avatar, I got the horse right here.
Swallow, follow the boat and stray no more, stray no more, stray no more. Tear up your poker deck and play no more. Follow, follow the boat to the meadows where the sun shines out of the darkness and the sin and shame in which you wallow. Follow the boat and stray no more, stray no more, stray no more. If you're a sinner and you pray no more, follow, follow the boat. Brothers and sisters, resist the devil and he will flee from you. That is what the Bible tells us. And that is why I'm standing here today in the devil's own city, on the devil's own street, prepared to do battle with the forces of evil. Hear me, you gamblers, with your dice, your cards, your horses. Pause and think before it is too late. You are in grave danger, and I'm not speaking of the prison and the gallows, but of the greater punishment that awaits you. Repent before it is too late. Just around the corner is our little mission, where you are always welcome to come and seek refuge from this jungle of sin. Come here and talk to me. Do not think of me as Sergeant Sarah Brown, but as Sarah Brown, your sister. Join me, brothers and sisters, in resisting the devil, and we can put him to flight forever. Remember, friends, that's the Save a Soul mission, located at 409 West 49th Street, open all day and all night, with a special prayer meeting this Thursday.
That Miss Sarah, why does a refined doll like her get mixed up in the mission dodge?
She's a beautiful doll, all right, with 100% eyes.
She spends all her time being good. How does she make any money from that?
Maybe she owns a piece of the mission.
Yeah.
Hey, Benny South Street.
Harry the Boar, how are you? You know Nicely Johnson.
Yeah, how goes it?
Nicely, thank you.
Tell him about Nathan Detroit. Has he got a place for his crap game?
We don't know yet.
The heat is on.
He's still looking for a place.
Well, tell him I'm loaded and looking for action. Just acquired 5,000 potatoes.
5,000 bucks?
Where'd you get it?
Collected the reward of my father.
Everybody's looking for action. I hope Nathan finds out.
Why, Lieutenant Brannigan. Mr. South Street, it is Lieutenant Brannigan of the New York Police Department.
A pleasure.
Hey, any of you guys seen Nathan Detroit?
Which Nathan Detroit is that?
I mean the Nathan Detroit who's been running a floating crap game and getting away with it by moving it to a different spot each night.
Why are you telling us this, Your Honor?
I'm telling you this because I know you two bums work for Detroit, rustling up customers for his crap game.
We do?
Yeah.
Oh.
And you can tell him from me that I know right now he's running around looking for a spot. Well, he ain't going to get one because everyone knows that Brandon's breathing down their neck.
Fellas, I'm having terrible trouble. It's on account of that lousy Brannigan. And I can't...
Something wrong, Mr. Detroit?
Oh, hello, Lieutenant Brannigan. I hope you do not think that I was talking about you. There are other lousy Brannigans.
Detroit, I've been talking to some of your colleagues here about your crap game. Imagine you're having trouble finding a spot.
Well, the heat is on, as you know, from the fact that you now have to live on your own salary.
Nathan, did you find a place?
What does that cop want from me? What am I, a sex maniac? I merely run a crack game for the convenience of those who want a little action, in return for which I take a small cut. Is that a crime? Yeah.
Nathan, did you find a place for the game?
Did you find a place?
Did I find a place? Did I find? Yeah, I found a place. We're holding the crap game tomorrow night in the Radio City Music Hall.
How are you gonna fix the ushers?
I tried all the regular places. The back of the cigar store, the funeral parlor.
Nathan, once you said there might be a chance at the old Biltmore garage.
I was over to the Biltmore garage. Talked to Joey Biltmore himself. He says he might take a chance and let us use the place for $1,000.
$1,000?
In cash. He won't take my marker.
Your marker's no good, huh?
What do you mean? A marker ain't just a piece of paper that says IOU, signed Nathan Detroit, $1,000. A marker, it's like a pledge on which a guy cannot welch on it. It's not like saluting the flag. My marker is as good as gold. Only that lousy Joey Biltmore don't think so. Why, it don't seem possible. Me, without a livelihood. I mean, I've been running the crap game ever since I was a juvenile delinquent.
Nathan, can't you do something?
What can I do? I'm broke. I couldn't even buy Adelaide a present today. You know what today is? It's mine and Adelaide's 14th anniversary.
Yeah?
Yeah, we've been engaged for 14 years.
Nathan, concentrate on the game. Town's up to here with high players. The Greeks in town.
Brandy Bottle Bates.
Scranton Slim.
I know. I could make a fortune if I only had a place for the game.
The Biltmore garage wants a grunt.
But we ain't got a grand on hand.
And they've now got a lock on the door of the gym at Public School 84.
There's the stockroom behind McCloskey's bar.
But Mrs. McCloskey ain't a good scout.
And things being how they are, the back of the police station is out.
So the Biltmore garage is the spot. But the 1,000 bucks we ain't got. Why, it's good old reliable Nathan, 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 Detroit. If he's looking for action, we'll furnish the spot. Even when the heat is on, it's never too hot. Not for good old reliable Nathan, for it's always just a short walk to the oldest established permanent floating crap game in New York. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere, everywhere. There are well-heeled shooters everywhere. And an awful lot of letters for the fellow who can get us. If we only had a lousy little grunt, we could be a millionaire. Good old reliable Nathan, 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 Detroit. If the size of your bundle you want to increase, he'll arrange that you go broken, quiet, in peace. In a hideout provided by Nathan, where there are no neighbors to squawk. It's the oldest established permanent floating in New York. Where's the action? Where's the game? Gotta have the game or we'll die from shame. It's the oldest established
not worry. Nathan Detroit's crap game will float again, and my boys will let you know where it is.
Okay, Nathan. Say, you know who else is looking for action? Sky Masterson. Sky Masterson's in town.
Sky Masterson. Now there is the highest player of them all.
Higher than the Greek?
Higher than anybody. Why do you think they call him Sky? Because that's how high he bets. Why, once I saw him bet 5,000 on a cockroach. And another time, he was sick, and he wouldn't take penicillin. On that county, he bet 10 G's that his temperature would go up to 104.
Well, did it?
Did it? He's so lucky it went up to 106. Good old Sky.
Maybe you can borrow the 1,000 from Sky.
Nah, with Masterson, that kind of money ain't lending money. It's betting money. So why don't I bet it? Why don't I bet Masterson 1,000 on something?
You would bet with Sky Masterson?
I ain't scared. I am perfectly willing to take the risk, providing I can find a bet on which there is no chance of losing. He likes crazy bets, like which lump of sugar a fly will land on, or how far you can kick a piece of cheesecake. Hey, cheesecake. Hey, run into Minnie's restaurant and find out how many pieces of cheesecake he sold yesterday, and also how many pieces of strudel.
How much cheesecake? How much strudel? What do you want to know that for?
Just find out. Now beat it. Here comes Adelaide. If she finds out I'm running the crap game, she'll never set foot on me again.
Hello, Nathan.
Adelaide, pigeon.
How are you, handsome?
Oh, fine, fine.
You go ahead, girls. Order me a tuna fish on rye and chocolate sundae with tomato ketchup and mayonnaise.
Okay, Adelaide.
We gotta get back to the hot box.
You still rehearsing?
Yeah, it's that slave driver Charlie. He's been working us all day. Finally, I says, look, Charlie, I'm starving. I gotta get out of here and get something to eat. And he says, you don't want to eat. You want to sneak out and meet that cheap bum, Nick in Detroit.
So what did you say to him?
I told him, I says, I can meet whoever I want.
Don't upset yourself. How's your cold?
It's much better, thank you. Nathan, happy anniversary.
A present? For me?
Hope you like it.
Oh, it's a belt.
Read the card.
Sugar is sweet, and so is jelly, so put this belt around your belly. That's nice, honey. About your present, I was gonna get you a diamond wristwatch with a gold band and 2 rubies on the side.
Oh, Nathan, you shouldn't have.
That's all right. I didn't. I'm sorry.
No, I kind of like it when you forget to give me presents. It makes me feel like we're married.
Well, someday, honey, I'll have more money, and you'll have more mink than a mink.
Nathan, darling, I can do without anything just so long as you don't start running that crap game again.
The crap game? What an absurd thought.
1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
Huh?
Yesterday, Minnie sold 1,200 cheesecake and 1,500 strudel.
More strudel than cheesecake. That's great.
Nathan, what is this?
Oh, nothing, honey.
Hey, any news yet?
Not yet, Harry. I'll let you know.
Okay, Detroit.
What was that about?
His wife's having a baby.
Why is he asking you?
Well, he's nervous. It's his first wife. Now look, Adelaide, I'm expecting a fellow, and I know that you're hungry.
Nathan, are you trying to get rid of me?
No. It's just that I don't want your sandwich to get soggy. Fellas, why don't you take Adelaide across the street to the drugstore? You see, Adelaide, you've got a cold, and it's across the street, and there's a lot of open manholes around.
Nathan, darling, you're so thoughtful. You're just the sweetest person. Goodbye.
Sky Masterson. Glad to see you, Sky.
Nathan, you old promoter, you.
How you doing, Sky? You look great.
Feel great, Nathan. 2 wonderful weeks out west in Nevada. Great place. Beautiful scenery, healthful climate, and I've been in for 50 G's of blackjack.
50 G's? Gotta be in town long?
No, flying to Havana tomorrow.
Havana?
Yeah, there's a lot of action down there. Hey, say, you want to come with me?
Nah, I got a lot of things to take care of around here. In the meantime, maybe we could go over into Mindy's restaurant and get a piece of cheesecake.
No, I'm not hungry. Say, how's Adelaide?
Oh, fine, fine. Still dancing at the hot box.
I suppose one of these days you'll be getting married.
We all gotta go sometime.
But Nathan, we can fight it. Guys like us, Nathan, we gotta remember those pleasant as a doll's company may be, she must always take second place to aces back to back.
Yeah. Say, you hungry yet? Maybe we could go into Mindy's and get a piece of cheesecake or strudel or something.
No, I think I'll go get the late results.
But you will admit that Mindy has the greatest cheesecake in the country.
Yes, I'm quite partial to Mindy's cheesecake.
Who ain't? And yet, there's some folks who like Mindy's strudel more than his cheesecake. Offhand, which do you think he sells more, the strudel or the cheesecake?
I never give it much thought, but if everybody is like I am, I'd say Mindy sells much more cheesecake than strudel.
For how much?
Huh?
For how much?
Why, Nathan, I never knew you to be a betting man. You always take your percentage off the top.
Well, I just thought for old time's sake, I'd give you a little action. I will bet you $1,000 that yesterday, Mindy sold more strudel than cheesecake.
Nathan, let me tell you a little story.
Oh?
When I was a young man, about to go out into the world, my father says to me a very valuable thing. Son, the old guy says, one of these days in your travels, a guy is going to come up to you and show you a nice brand new deck of cards, on which the seal is not yet broken. And this guy is going to offer to bet you that he can make the jack of spades jump out of the deck and squirt cider in your ear. But son, do not bet this man, for as sure as you stand there, you're going to wind up with an earful of cider. Now, Nathan, I don't claim that you've been clocking Mindy's cheesecake.
You don't think that
However, if you're really looking for some action, I'll bet you the same 1,000 that you do not know the color necktie you have on. Well?
No bet. Yellow, what a crazy color.
Nathan, we took Adelaide to the drugstore.
Don't bother me. Hi, Sky.
Hi, how are you fellows?
Not bad.
Nicely. We took Adelaide to the drugstore, and Nathan, she said to pick her up the hot box and don't be late.
Yes, dear. I mean, yes.
Yes, dear. This is husband talk if I've ever heard it. Nathan and Adelaide, you have the kind of doll which is most difficult to unload.
Well, I don't want to unload her. I love Adelaide. And a guy without a doll, who would holler at him? A doll is a necessity.
Nathan, I'm not putting the rap on dolls. I'm just saying a guy should have them around when he wants them. And they're easy to find.
Not dolls like Adelaide.
Figuring weight for age, all dolls are the same.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Then how come you ain't got one? How come you're going to Havana alone?
I like to travel light. But if I choose to take a doll to Havana with me, there's a large assortment available.
Not high-class dolls.
Any doll, you name her.
Any doll, and I name her, would you be willing to bet on that? Would you bet $1,000 that if I name any doll, you could take her to Havana with you tomorrow?
You've got a bet.
I name her.
Follow the thought and stray no more, stray no more, stray. someday I'm going to take a pickaxe and rip up Broadway from end to end.
They do that every day.
Pardon me. Do you take sinners here?
Indeed we do. Sarah,
How do you do?
my name is Abernathy. Arvina Abernathy.
Sky Masterson.
What's wrong?
What is the trouble?
My heart is heavy with sin.
You poor man.
I have wasted my life on gambling and evil betting. But I have suddenly realized the terrible things that betting can lead to.
Agatha! Coffee.
Didn't I see you a little while ago on Broadway?
Possibly. I've been wandering around, trying to get up the courage to come here.
And you're willing to give up gambling?
Gladly. I wouldn't have become a gambler at all, had I not fallen in with evil companions who are always offering me sucker bets.
Here, young man.
Thank you. It makes me feel good just to talk to you people.
You just go right on talking with Sister Sarah and everything will be okay. I'm glad you found us.
The Bible says, seek and you shall find.
Very good. I wish we could reach more sinners like you. We're out every day trying.
Well, maybe you should try the nighttime.
How's that?
As a former sinner, I happen to know that the best time to find sinners is between midnight and dawn. You might even try having an all-night session against the devil.
A very good suggestion indeed. Thank you, Brother Masterson.
You're welcome.
Coffee is so good, I can't understand why it isn't a sin.
Fine woman. I bet she sort of looks after you.
We look after each other.
Mm-hmm. And I bet if one of you goes someplace, the other goes along.
Yes, of course.
Of course.
Here are 2 of our pamphlets I think you should read. They will bring you a great deal of comfort.
Thank you.
And we're holding a special prayer meeting this Thursday night, which I'm sure you'll wish to attend.
I'm sure. Miss Sarah, I hope you not think I'm getting out of line, but I think it is wonderful to see a pretty doll, nice-looking lady like you, sacrificing herself for the sake of others, staying here in this place. Don't you ever go anywhere else, travel or something?
I would like to go to Africa.
It's a little far. But there are a lot of wonderful places just a few hours from New York, by plane. Have you ever been in a plane?
No.
It's wonderful.
Here's another pamphlet I think you should read.
Thank you. Of course I'm gonna need a lot of personal help from you. My heart is as black as 2 feet down a wolf's gullet.
I'll be speaking at the Thursday prayer meeting.
I need private lessons. Why don't we have dinner or something?
I think not, Mr. Masterson.
Sorry. Just blossoming under the warmth of your kindness. Hey, that's wrong.
What's wrong?
That's not Proverbs, it's Isaiah.
It's Proverbs.
Sorry. No peace under the wicked. Isaiah chapter 57, verse 21. Isaiah?
Isaiah.
There are 2 things been in every hotel room in the country. Sky Masterson and the Gideon Bible. Why, I must have read the good book 10 or 12 times.
You've read the Bible 12 times.
What's wrong with the Bible? Besides, in my line of business, the strangest information frequently comes in handy. Well, I once won 5 G's on a 3-way bet. Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Tell me, Mr. Masterson, why are you here?
I told you, I'm a sinner.
You're lying.
Well, lying is a sin. Look, I'm a big sinner. You get me, it's 8 to 5 others will follow. And you need sinners, don't you?
We're managing.
Let's be honest, this mission is laying an egg. Why don't you let me help you? I bet I can fill this place with sinners.
I don't bet.
Let me make you a proposition. When is this meeting of yours? Thursday? I will personally guarantee that fill that meeting with 1 dozen genuine sinners. I will also guarantee that they will sit still and listen to you.
What's my end of the bargain?
Have dinner with me.
Why do you want to have dinner with me?
I'm hungry. Here.
What's this?
Sky Masterson's marker for 12 sinners. If you don't think it's good, ask anyone in town. I owe you 1 dozen sinners. Well, I'll pick you up at noon tomorrow for dinner.
At noon?
It'll take us some time to get there.
To get where?
My favorite restaurant,
Where's that?
El Cafe Cabana in Havana.
El Cafe Cabana in Havana?
Well, where did you want to eat? Howard Johnson's?
Havana?
Why not? The plane gets us there in 5 hours and back the same night. And the food is great.
I now realize, Mr. Gambler, that when you were describing the blackness of your heart, you didn't do yourself justice.
And I now realize, Sister Sarah, that no matter how beautiful a sergeant is, she's still a sergeant.
Please go away.
Why don't you change your pitch, Sarge? Come to the mission, one and all, except guys. I hate guys.
I don't hate anybody.
Except me. I'm glad to see that it's just me personally, and not all guys in general. It's nice to know that somewhere in the world there's a guy who might appeal to the sergeant. I wonder what this guy will be like.
He will not be a gambler.
I'm not interested in what he will not be. I'm interested in what he will be.
Don't worry, I'll know. For I've imagined every bit of him, from his strong moral fiber to the wisdom in his head, to the homey aroma of his pipe.
You have wished yourself a Scarsdale Galahad, the breakfast-eating Brooks Brothers type.
Yes, and I shall meet him when the time is ripe.
You've got the guy all figured out.
I have.
Including what he smokes. All figured out, huh?
All figured out. Oh no, when my love comes along, I won't take a chance, for oh, he'll be just what I need, not some fly-by-night Broadway romance.
And you'll know at a glance by those 2 pair of pants.
By the calm, steady voice, those feet on the ground. Oh no, as I run to his arms, that at last I've come home, safe and sound. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, I'll be strong. For I know when my love comes along.
No, no, no. You're talking about love. You can't dope it like that. What are you picking, a guy or a horse?
I wouldn't expect a gambler to understand.
Would you like to hear how a gambler feels about the big heartthrob?
No.
Well, I'll tell you. Mine will come as a surprise to me. Mine, I'll leave to chance and in chemistry.
Chemistry.
Yeah, chemistry. Suddenly I'll know when my love comes along. I'll know then and there. I'll know at the sight of her face how I care, how I care, how I care. And I'll stop and I'll stare and I'll know long before we can speak. I'll know then and there. I'll know and I won't ever ask. Am I right? Am I wise? Am I smart? But I'll stop and I'll stare at that face in the throng. Yes, I'll know when soften again, in case you want to take a crack at the other cheek.
I won't take a chance. My love will be just what I need, not some fly-by-night Broadway romance. Until then, I shall wait. Until then, I'll be strong for love when my love comes along.
Hello? Is this a Biltmore garage? Let me talk to Joey Biltmore.
Who's this?
It's Nathan Detroit.
This is Joey. What do you want?
Joey, I'm calling about the, you know,
The what?
the crap game.
The what?
The crap game.
Wait a minute. I got a customer.
Well, hurry it up, will ya?
That'll be $8. What did you say, Nathan?
The crap game!
Don't say that on the phone. Suppose the cops are listening.
I'm sorry, the dice game. Look, Joey, is it okay if we use your place for the game tomorrow night?
If I get $1,000,
You'll have it tomorrow.
then call me tomorrow.
Joey, if you're gonna take that kind of attitude, I'll have to take the game someplace else.
Then have it someplace else.
Where else can I have it? Look, Joey, the dough is guaranteed. Would I lie to you?
Yes.
I'm getting it from Sky Masterson.
How do you know?
It's a bet. I can't lose. I bet him he could not take a certain doll on a trip to Havana with him.
Well, why couldn't he?
Because she ain't the kind of doll that goes to Havana.
Well, where does she go?
She don't go no place. That's how I know I'm gonna win.
Don't be so sure. It ain't a horse. It's a doll.
But Joey,
Nathan, there will be no crap game here tomorrow unless I get my dough in advance.
look, Joey, you've known me for a long time.
And that's why I want it in advance.
Look, I can't talk anymore. I gotta go meet Adelaide at the Hot Box. Joey, can I at least tell the guys the game is going to be at your place tomorrow night?
Not till I get the dough.
All right, you'll get it. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I hope you get stabbed by a Studebaker.
now for our grand finale of the Around the World Review. The Hotbox proudly presents Miss Adelaide and her Emerald Eds.
I love you, a bushel and a peck, that lousy Joey Fillmore.
Hello, Nathan.
Adelaide, hey Jen.
How are you, handsome?
Fine, fine. What have you got there?
A book.
A book? Why, you're always reading books. You're becoming a regular bookie.
Nathan, darling, this is very interesting. The doctor gave it to me. I went to him about my cold.
How is your cold?
It's the same. So the doctor asked me how long I had it. I told him a long time. And I said I thought I was on a count of my dance and with hardly any clothes on, which is what I usually wear. And he said to read this book because he thought it might be due to psychology.
You haven't got that, have you?
Nathan, darling, this is the kind of psychology that tells you why girls do certain kinds of things.
Huh. Would it tell you what kind of girl would go for a certain kind of guy, but you wouldn't think she would do so?
What do you mean?
Well, just for instance, there are certain dolls you can almost bet wouldn't go for certain guys.
Nathan, darling, no matter how terrible a fella seems, you can never be sure that some girl won't go for it. Take us.
Yeah.
Nathan, darling, starting with this next week, I'm going to get a raise. So with what I'll be making, I wondered what you'd think. Maybe we could finally get married.
Oh, sure. We'll get married sooner or later.
I know, Nathan. But I'm starting to worry about Mother.
Your mother? What about your mother?
Well, Nathan, this is something I never told you before. But my mother, back in Rhode Island, she thinks we're married already.
Adelaide, why would she think a thing like that?
I couldn't be engaged for 14 years, could I? People don't do that in Rhode Island. They all get married.
Then why is it such a small state?
Anyway, I wrote her I was married.
You did, huh?
Uh-huh. Then, after about 2 years,
What, after about 2 years?
we had a baby.
Oh, you told your mother we had a baby?
I had to, Nathan. Mother wouldn't have understood if we hadn't.
And what kind of baby was it?
It was a boy. I named it after you, Nathan.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
And, where is Nathan Jr. supposed to be now?
He's in boarding school. I brought Mother here on the football game last Saturday.
I wish I had a bet on it.
But, Nathan, that's not all, Nathan.
Don't tell me he's got a little sister.
All those years, Nathan. Mother believes in big families.
Just give me the grand total.
5.
Oh, your mother must be a glutton for punishment.
Anyway, Nathan, now we're getting married, and it won't be a lie anymore.
Adelaide, how could you do such a thing to a nice old broad like your mother?
Nathan, you don't even know my mother.
Oh, but I'll be meeting her soon. And what'll I tell her I did with the 5 kids? Trade them to the Phillies or something? Adelaide, what are we gonna do?
We could get married.
Well, but marriage ain't something you jump into like a kettle of fish. We ain't ready.
I'm ready, Nathan. What do you think I got in this box? Nathan, what do you think I got in this box?
Sally's wedding shop. I can't guess.
It's a wedding veil. I've had it for 3 years. I won't show it to you because it's bad luck. Would you like to see it?
It's bad luck.
So anyway, Nathan, I got the veil. All we need now is our license and our blood test.
Our what?
Blood test, it's a law.
What a city. First they close my crap game, then they open up my veins.
Nathan, you ain't planning on running the crap game again.
Adelaide, why do you think I give up the crap game? It's because I love you. And us two, why, we're gonna be the happiest married couple there is in the world.
Has anybody seen an earring in here?
I don't think so.
You. I'm audited up tomorrow night with Society Max, and it cancels on account of your dopey crap game. Honest, Adelaide, I pity you. Oh, there it is.
Adelaide, look at me. I'm down on my knees.
Get up, it reminds me of your crap game.
Adelaide, you're getting yourself all upset. You and I, we're gonna be all right. After all, we love each other, and we're gonna get married.
I don't believe you anymore.
But it's true. Adelaide, you'll feel better tomorrow. Cheer up, honey. Let's see that old smile. That's my girl. See you tomorrow.
It says here, the average unmarried female, basically insecure, due to some long frustration, may react with psychosomatic symptoms, difficult to endure, affecting the upper respiratory tract. In other words, just from waiting around for that plain little band of gold, a person can develop a cold. You can spray her wherever you figure the strapped and cockeyed like. You can give her a shot for whatever she's got, but it just won't work. If she's tired of getting the fisheye from the hotel, like a person the female remaining single, just in the legal sense. She owes a neurotic tendency. See note. Oh, right there, note. Chronic organic syndromes, difficult to endure, involving the eye, the ear, the nose, and the throat. In other words, just from wondering whether the wedding is on or off, a person can develop a cough. You can feed her all day with the vitamin A and the bromo fizz, but the medicine never gets anywhere near where the trouble is. If she's getting a kind of a name for herself and the name is a person can develop a cough. And furthermore, just installing the wedding trip, a person can develop a grip when they get on the train from Niagara and she can hear church bells chime. The compartment is air conditioned and the mood's sublime. Then they get off at Saratoga for party time. A person can develop a grip, the post-nasal drip with the wheezes and the sneezes and the sinus is really a pimp. From a lack of community property and a feeling she's getting too old, a person can develop a bad cold.
What are you looking at?
Sky was just following Miss Sarah. You should have seen the look on her face. She gave him a look so cold, could have cooled off a moose at mating time.
Great, just so he don't take her to Havana.
Havana? He couldn't take this dog to New Rochelle. Say, where's Nathan? He ought to start lining up the crap game.
I don't know. I suppose he's trying to see Adelaide again. She's mad at him.
That Miss Adelaide, always keeping Nathan from honest work.
Yeah, it's too bad a smart businessman like Nathan has to go and fall in love with his own fiancée.
Benny, we should be tolerable because I am told it is a worldwide weakness. Look. What's playing at the Roxy? I'll tell you what's playing at the Roxy. A picture about a Minnesota man so in love with a Mississippi girl that he sacrifices everything and moves all the way to Biloxi. That's what's happening at the Roxy.
What's in the Daily News? I'll tell you what's in the Daily News. Story about a guy who bought his wife a small ruby, which otherwise would have been his union dues. That's what's in the Daily News.
What's happening all over? I'll tell you what's happening all over. Guys sitting at home in front of a television set who used to be somewhat of a rover. That's what's happening all over. Love is a thing that has licked 'em, and it looks like Nathan's just another victim. Yes, sir. When you see a guy reach for stars in the sky, you can bet that he's doing it for some dough.
When you spot a John waiting out in the rain, chances are he's insane, as only a John can be for a Jane.
When you meet a gent paying all kinds of rent for a flat that could flatten the Taj Mahal, call it sad, call it funny, but it's better than even money that the guy's only doing it for some dough. When you see a Joe saving half of his dough, you can bet they'll be making it for some dough. When a bum buys wine like a bum can't afford, it's a cinch that the bum is under the thumb of some little broad. When you meet a mug lately out of the jug, and he's still lifting platinum for the roll, call it hell, call it heaven, it's a probable 12 to 7 that the guy's only doing it for some dough.
Short, make a bet that he's banking it with some doll.
When a guy wears tails with the front gleaming white, who the heck do you think he's tickling pink on Saturday night? When a lazy slob takes a good steady job, and he smells from Vitalis and Barbasol, call it dumb, call it clever, but you can give odds whatever that the guy's only doing it for some dough, some dough, some dough. The guy's only doing it for some dough.
I do think you should have paid some attention to him.
Yes, he attended every street meeting we had this morning. He must be very interested in our work.
Very.
By the way, Sarah, you spoke beautifully this morning.
No, I can't reach these people. I should have never volunteered for this post. Well, let's go into lunch. And I was going to convert Broadway all by myself. I was going to take these gamblers and have them just begging to come to a mission. General Cartwright.
Good morning, Sarah. Arvita.
Good morning, General. We didn't know you were in town, General.
Well, I got in early this morning. I've spent the last hour trying to find you.
I'm sorry. We've been holding some extra street meetings, trying to stimulate more interest.
Good morning, General. Good morning. Sarah, there's something I want to talk to you about.
Won't you come inside? Have lunch with us?
No, I don't have time, dear. I have several other calls to make. Sarah, we at headquarters have come to a definite conclusion. We have decided to close this branch of the mission.
Oh, no.
Close the mission?
But, General, please, someone can do good here even if I can't.
Sarah, there are so many calls on us. So many other places where our work is really needed.
We're doing much better now.
Yes, we've announced a big street meeting for tomorrow night. You've announced a big meeting. But will anybody be here? Will anybody come?
Pardon me. I couldn't help overhearing. General, my name is Sky Masterson, former sinner.
How do you do?
How do you do? General, I wish to protest the closing of this mission. I believe Miss Sarah can be a big success here.
Well, I'm glad to hear you say that, but I'm not so certain.
$1 will get you 10.
What?
Might I make a suggestion?
Yes?
Why don't you come to the meeting tomorrow night and see for yourself? Don't you think that would be a good idea?
Well, if I thought the mission had a chance.
General, I personally guarantee you 12 genuine sinners.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Oh, you got your carnations? Yeah. Remember, no one gets in the gate without they got right carnations. It's like a password.
Okay, but where's the game?
I'll tell you in a minute. Nathan, is it all set? Can I tell the boys at the Biltmore garage?
Not yet. I gotta stall him for a while. Joey wants his dough in advance.
But it's 11 o'clock. The guys won't hang around for much longer.
So sue me. I left nicely at my hotel to wait for the money from Sky. It'll be there. Where's the dough?
It hasn't come yet.
I thought I told you to stay at the hotel and wait for it.
I had to go to the grocery. I felt a little faint.
Get back to the hotel and wait for the money from Sky. And don't come back without it, even if you starve to death.
Yes, Nathan.
Where's the game, Detroit?
Hey, Harry the horse. How's everything in Brooklyn?
There is no crap game tonight. Tell us, and we will seek elsewhere for entertainment.
Now take it easy, Harry.
I hope you will not plan to spoil our evening, as much as I happen to be entertaining a very prominent guest tonight. You might have heard of him. I could meet Big Joe from Chicago.
How do you do, Big Joel? Welcome to our fine city, in which, as you know, the heat is on. But just be patient, and you will see some action.
We say, Big Joe, shall we stick around here, or shall we blow?
I came here to shoot crap. Let's shoot crap.
Sure.
Nathan, if there is no crap game tonight, I'm sure Big Joe would be considerably displeased. Big Joe does not like to be displeased, as you can find out from those citizens who at one time or another displeased him. Although I'm sorry to say that it is hard to find such citizens in view of the fact that they are no longer around and about.
Now, Harry, you don't think I would be so rude as to displease a gentleman such as Big Joel here. Big Joel, believe me, when Nathan Detroit When Nathan Detroit arranges something, you can count on that.
Well, well, well. An interesting gathering indeed. The cream of society. Angie the odds. Hey, Harry, all the way up from the Bronx. And pardon me, I'm very bad on names, but your face looked familiar. Mind telling me where you're from?
East Cicero, Illinois.
What do you do there?
I'm a scoutmaster.
Don't ever help my mom across the street. Lovely. This looks like the mail court from Blossom Time. What's the occasion?
Well, we're,
It's a party!
Indeed, what kind of party?
Goodbye, girls. See you tomorrow.
It's a bachelor party! Nathan's getting married!
What?
That's correct, Lieutenant. It's a bachelor dinner. Nathan's getting married.
Yeah, a bachelor dinner. For he's a
Jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow,
Which nobody can deny.
Nathan, I'm so thrilled. Why didn't you tell me?
well, it was a surprise.
But when I saw you standing here with all these fine gentlemen, I never dreamed it was a bachelor dinner. I thought it was a crowd.
Oh, it's a bachelor dinner.
It's a bachelor dinner.
Yes, sir, a bachelor dinner.
Just think, after 14 years, I'm finally going to become Mrs. Nathan Detroit. Time certainly does fly.
Hey, Nathan, when's the wedding date?
Yeah, Nathan, when will it be?
Well,
Nathan, these guys were nice enough to throw your bachelor party. You should at least tell them the wedding date.
well, we need time for our license and our blood test.
Gee, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could get married tomorrow night? Right after the show at the Hot Box?
Adelaide, we need time for our license.
You could elope.
What?
I said you could elope. Go down to that town. What is it?
Pimlico.
No, not Pimlico. Elkton, Nathan. They'll marry you right away. Don't even ask for a blood test.
Ain't that unhealthy?
It's a great idea, Nathan. Hey, look, you can use my getaway car, my Buick.
Nathan, let's do it.
Well, what the hell?
Yeah. My congratulations too, Nathan. I just hope there's nothing heredity.
Nathan, I'm so happy. I got so many things to do before tomorrow night. You'll be at the Hot Box?
Yeah, I'll have a table reserved and I'll be all dressed up in whatever you elope in.
I'm so thrilled. I had to wire my mother. Only, why don't I wire her?
Well, just send a telegram and date it back.
I better wait till we have 5 children. It won't take us long.
You are indeed a lucky fellow, Nathan. A most beautiful doll indeed. Don't you agree, Big Joel?
Tell me, Detroit, how long you know the doll?
14 years.
Unless you crap.
Nathan, you better find a place for the game.
How can I? The money from Sky ain't come yet.
But what if it doesn't come? What if you took the doll to Havana?
He couldn't have. She couldn't have gone. How could you take her?
El Santo Cristo, the second oldest mission in Cuba. Come on,
Where to?
to see the oldest. Don't miss the dungeons from which prisoners were thrown to the sharks.
Sounds like a million laughs.
Here is buried Christopher Columbus.
At least he's lying down. How about a drink?
A milkshake, please.
Dulce de leche.
These are delicious. What did you call them?
Dulce de leche.
Dulce de leche. What's in it besides milk?
Oh, sugar. And a sort of native flavoring.
What's the name of the flavoring?
Bacardi.
It's very good. I think I'll have another one. Doesn't Bacardi have alcohol in it?
Only enough to act as a preservative.
You know, This would be a wonderful way to get children to drink milk. Two dulce de leche.
Whoa, take it easy, slugger. It's over and you're still champ. Are you all right?
Am I all right? Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're cozy and clinging. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bell, I'd be ringing. From the moment we kissed all night, that's the way I've just got to behave. Boy, if I were a lamp, I'd light. Or if I were a bear, I'd wave. Ask me, how do I feel? Little me with my quiet upbringing. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a gay, I'd be swinging. And if I were a watch, I'd start popping my spring. Or if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding. Ask me, how do I feel from this chemistry lesson I'm learning? Chemistry. Well, sir, all I can say is if I were a bridge, I'd be burning. Yes, I knew my morale would crack from the wonderful way that you looked. Boy, if I were a duck, I'd quack. Or if I were a goose, I'd be cooked. Ask me, how do I feel? Ask me now that we're fondly caressing. Pal, if I were a salad, I know I'd be splashing my dressing. Ask me how to describe this whole beautiful thing. Well, if I were a bell, I'd go ding dong, ding dong, ding.
wonderful. Let's stay here a few days more so we can see how wonderful it's really like.
No, I think we'd better hurry if we want to catch the plane back to New York.
I want to go back to New York.
I'm taking you back.
You're no gentleman.
Look, a doll like you shouldn't be mixed up with a guy like me. It's no good. I'm no good. You know why I took you to Havana? I made a bet. That's how you met me in the first place. I made a bet.
How else would a girl get to meet a gambler?
Come on.
No!
I've got to think what's best for you.
Oh, you talk just like a missionary. Thank you for bringing me back. I must have behaved very badly.
No, you were fine.
Golly, I don't know how to get home with all this stuff. It was wonderful of you to give it to me. Sky, hello.
How are you, Miss Adelaide?
Oh, fine. Look, the girls just threw me a kitchen shower. They went to an all-night drugstore to throw me a kitchen shower. Look.
That's great. You know Miss Sarah.
How do you do?
Glad to meet you. You know, Sky, we're eloping tomorrow night, right after the show at the Hot Box, Nathan and I.
Good luck.
Thank you, Sky. Gee, I feel like a housewife already. I'm gonna love being in the kitchen.
Miss Adelaide certainly seems happy.
She's in love.
Yeah, I guess.
What time is it?
I don't know, 4 o'clock?
This is your time of day, isn't it? I've never been up this late before.
How do you like it?
It's so peaceful and wonderful.
You're finding out something about me that I've known for quite a while. My time of day is the dark time, a couple of dews before dawn, when the street belongs to the cop and the janitor with the mop and the grocery clerks are all gone, and the smell of the rain-washed pavement comes up clean and fresh and cold, and the street lamp light fills the gutter with gold. That's my time of day, my time of day. And you're the only doll I've ever wanted to share it with me. Obadiah.
Obadiah? What's that?
Obadiah Masterson. That's my real name. You're the first person I've ever told it to. I've never been in love before. Now all at once it's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the score. But this is one that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and out my song must pour. So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love before.
I've never been in love before. Now all at once it's you forevermore. I've never been in love before. I thought my heart was safe. I thought I knew the score. But this is one that's all too strange and strong. I'm full of foolish song, and out my song must pour.
So please forgive this helpless haze I'm in. I've really never been in love before.
Thought you'd be asleep. Hello, Sarah dear. Good morning, Brother Masterson.
Good morning.
We followed your suggestion and stayed out all night. We spoke to a lot of sinners. Where have you been, Sarah?
I've been to Cuba.
You're even more tired than I am.
What is this? Hey, what is this?
Canasta!
Wait a minute, I wasn't in G's.
Someone must have tipped them off. I've seen a lot of strange things in my time, but this is the first time I've seen a gambling game going full-blown into mission.
Rap game?
Sarah, you know I had nothing to do with this, don't you? Sarah.
This would have never happened. I shouldn't have gone away with you. It was wrong.
No, it wasn't. You went to help the mission.
Did I?
Will I see you tonight?
Everybody's welcome at the mission.
That's not what I mean.
It's no good, Sky. You said it yourself. It's no good.
What kind of doll are you, anyway?
I'm a mission doll.
presents Miss Adelaide and her debutantes.
He bought me the first thing 5 winters ago, and the gown the following fall. Then the necklace, the bag, the gloves, and the hat. That was late 38, I recall. Then last night in his apartment, he tried to remove them all. And I said, as I ran down the hall, take back your mink, take back your quill. What made you think that I was one of those quills? Take back the gown, the gloves, and the hat. I may be down, but I'm not flat as all that. I thought that each expensive gift you'd arrange was a token of your esteem. But when I think of what you want in exchange, it all seems a horrible dream. So take back your mink to from whence it came, and tell 'em to hollanderize it for some other day. Take back your mink, take back your pearls. What made you think that I was one of those girls? I'm screaming, take back the gown, take back the hat. I may be down, but I'm not flat as all that. I thought that each expensive gift you'd arrange was a token of your esteem. But when I think of what you want in exchange, it all seems a horrible dream. Take back your mink, those old worn-out pelts, and go short in the sleeves for somebody else. Well, wouldn't you?
Will you be with Mr. Detroit's party, sir?
Is he here?
No, sir. He has not been here all evening.
Then bring me a Ryan soda.
Sky,
You see Miss Adelaide?
Huh?
Miss Adelaide, I bring a message for her from Nathan. I wish he'd bring his own messages.
What is the message? Where is Nathan?
Well, it's this way. Nathan had to go to Pittsburgh because his aunt was suddenly taken ill with,
A rare tropical disease?
yeah, that's not bad. Well, anyway, he has to.
Nicely, what is the message? Where is Nathan?
The crap game's still on.
Since last night?
Yes, Big Jewel, being the large loser that he is, does not wish the game to terminate. In fact, he is quite insistent that the game goes on. So, we find another place and the game does go on.
Where is the game?
Are you looking for action?
No, I'm leaving town tonight, but I would like to talk to some of the guys. You see, I gave my marker to, well, somebody, and I'd really like to clean things.
I'll meet you outside.
What about Nathan's message?
Oh. Adelaide, Nathan is in Pittsburgh with his rare tropical aunt. Goodbye.
What? Sky, I don't understand. Nathan has to come here tonight. We're eloping to get married. Is it the crap game again?
You know, Nathan. Why does this surprise you?
But he promised to change.
Change. Why is it that the minute you dolls find a guy you like, you take him right in for alterations?
And what about you men? Why can't you marry people like other people do and live normal like people? Have a home with wallpaper and bookends.
No, Miss Adelaide.
What do you mean, no?
Guys like Nathan Detroit, and yeah, Sky Masterson, we don't belong in a life like that. So when dolls get mixed up with us, it's no good. No good. See you in a couple months.
Where are you going?
I don't know, Las Vegas maybe? I got a ticket on the late plane.
Will you see Nathan before you go?
Maybe.
Tell him I never want to speak to him again. And have him call me here.
Look, Adelaide, why don't you find yourself another guy?
I can't. I love Nathan. Wait till you fall for somebody. You'll find out.
Yeah.
In other words, just from winning and writing and memories told to two, a person can develop the flu. You can wrap her in sweaters and coats till it's more than rain can stand. Wrap her in sweaters and coats till it's more than a rain can stand. If she's still got the feeling she's naked,
nobody's there at all. We'll explain to the general.
We won't have to explain. It'll be very clear. I just want to get away from this place, to go someplace where
The sinners are all respectable and well-behaved.
You saw what happened last night. They gambled in our mission.
And someday they'll be praying there. Even a man like Sky Masterson. He came seeking refuge.
He came seeking me. Did you know that?
Are you kidding? I knew that the minute he started picking on you. But I didn't know you were going to get stuck on him.
I'll get over it.
What do you want to get over it for? It isn't pneumonia.
The man I love will not be a gambler.
But if you love him enough...
He will not be a gambler.
Sarah, I've always taken care of you. All I want is for you to be happy. Velvet, I can wish you for the color of your coat and fortune smiling all along your way. But more I cannot wish you than to wish you find your love, your one true love this day. Mansions, I can wish you 7 footmen all in red and calling cards upon a silver tray. But more I cannot wish you than to wish you find your love, your one true love this day. Standing there, gazing at you, full of the bloom of youth. Standing there, gazing at you, with the sheep's eye and the licorice tooth. Music, I can wish you merry music while you're young, and wisdom when your hair has turned to gray. But more I cannot wish you than to wish you find your love, your one true love this day. With the sheep's eye and the licorice tooth and the strong arms to carry you
Good evening, Miss Sarah. Well, Sister Abernathy, how goes it with the soul saving? Tonight's the big meeting, isn't it?
Well, it's supposed to be. The general's coming and she's expecting, well,
The general's a tough doll, eh?
very few people will be there. In fact, nobody.
I don't think Mr. Masterson is interested in our troubles. We've got to hurry.
Sarah, you've forgotten something. But being a gambler, I never forget things like this. You hold my marker for 12 sinners tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Masterson, but I'd rather you just forgot about it.
I cannot welch a marker.
Mr. Masterson, last night the mission was filled with your friends. Let us say we're even.
You don't pay off on that marker, I'll tell the whole town you're a dirty welch.
Nicely. Where's the crap game?
It's about 10 minutes walk.
Which way?
This way. Wait a minute. Where are you guys going? I came here to shoot crap.
We've had enough. Let's go home.
You see, Big Joel, the boys are slightly fatigued since they have been shooting crap for quite some time now, namely 24 hours.
I do not care who is tired. I want 25 G's, so nobody leaves.
Huh. Fellas, I think I begin to see Big Joel's point. It is not that he is a bad loser, it is merely that he prefers to win. Right, Big Joel?
Shut up. Give me the dice. Shooting 500.
Take 200.
I'm half dead.
You better shut up or Big Joel rings the other half.
And a one, and a one. Snake eyes, you lose. And that's 50 more for the house. But the dice are still yours, and your luck is bound to...
Shut up. Another 5.
200 more.
And here comes that big lucky roll. Snake eyes again.
Tough luck, Big Joel.
Well, that convenes me. But I ain't through yet. I will now play on credit.
Oh.
Big Joel, the boys are pretty tired. Of course, me, personally, I am fresh as a daisy.
Then I'll play you.
Me?
Yeah, you. You've been raking down out of every pot. You must by now have quite a bundle.
Well, being as I assume the risk, I think it also fair that I should assume some dough.
Detroit, I'm gonna roll you, willy or nilly. If I lose, I'll give you my mark.
And if I lose,
You will give him cash.
let me hear it from Big Joel.
You will give me cash.
Now I heard it.
Here's my marker. Put up your dough. Is anything wrong?
No. I owe you $1,000, signed X. How is you can write $1,000 and you cannot write your signature?
I was good in arithmetic, but I stunk in English.
Here, this will put you through Harvard.
I'm rolling 1,000, and to change my luck, I will use my own dice.
Your own dice?
Yeah, I had them especially made for me in Chicago.
Big Joel, you cannot interpolate Chicago dice in a New York crap game.
That is a breach of etiquette.
Show me where it says that in Emily Post.
Not that I wish to seem petty, but may I have a look at these dice? But these dice, they ain't got no spots on them. They're blank.
I had the spots taken off for luck, but I remember the spots formerly were.
Let me get this straight. You're gonna roll these dice and call him from remembering where the spots formerly was?
Why not?
I see no reason.
Put up your dough.
I just remembered. I gotta go meet Adelaide at the Hot Box. We're eloping tonight.
Get back here. Put up your dough.
Maybe some of the other guys would like to get in on the action.
After I'm through with you. Ha! 7. I win.
What a surprise.
Detroit, I think I'll take it easy this time.
Oh, yeah?
I'm rolling $1.
I'll take all of it.
What do you know? Snake eyes, I lose.
And for this, I have to bend down?
I will now give you a chance. I'm rolling you for 3 G's.
3 G's?
Yeah, 3 G's. Put it down there.
Would it be more convenient if I just put it right into your pocket?
Ha! 11. I win.
That cleans me.
I will now play you guys.
Big Jewel, you must first give me a chance to get even, but this time with my dice.
That's fair, Detroit, but what are you going to use for money?
I will give you my marker.
You expect Big Joe to put up cash?
Nathan done it.
Yeah, I done it. What kind of deal is this anyway?
Nathan, take it easy.
Him and his no-spot dice. Somebody ought to knock the spots off of him.
Nathan, don't make Big Joe do something to you.
Yeah, I'm on my vacation.
Go ahead, shoot me, put me in cement. At least then I'd know where I am. Here, I risked my neck to set up this crap game. I even promised to get married on account of it. And how do I end up? Broke in an hour. Believe me, my tough friend from Chicago, there is nothing you could do that would not cheer me up.
Here they are. Good evening, gentlemen.
Well, fresh blood. You looking for some action?
Not at the moment. I would like to talk to some of you guys.
We ain't talking. We're shooting crap.
It'll only take 1 minute.
I said we're shooting crap.
It has to do with Miss Sarah Brown's mission.
Say, who is this guy?
It's the fellow I told you about. Took the mission doll to Havana.
Oh, I get it. Why don't you go back to your praying tomato? You slow up the action around here.
If you're looking for some action, would you care to make a small wager on a proposition?
What's the proposition?
Am I right-handed or left-handed?
How would I know a thing like that?
I'll give you a clue.
Hey!
Kindly return this to Sears and Roebuck.
Now look, you guys. Tonight at Miss Sarah Brown's mission, at 409 West 49th Street, they're holding an all-night prayer meeting. I promised I would deliver them some sinners. And when it comes to sinning, most of you guys are high up among the paint cards.
Well,
Oh, spin the evening on a hallelujah joint.
If you won't do it as a favor to me, do it as a favor to yourselves. I guarantee the air in a mission smells much cleaner than it does here. And maybe it wouldn't hurt some of you guys to learn something else besides the odds of making a four the hard way.
You've been reading the Bible too much.
What's wrong with the Bible? Maybe don't read as lively as a scratch sheet, but at least it's twice as accurate.
yeah. So,
Well, I tried. See you around, Nathan.
Sky, about that Havana business, I regret I temporarily do not have the $1,000 to pay you.
You don't have to pay me. You won.
What? But I thought you took the doll to Havana with you.
You thought wrong.
Big Jewel, I now have the $1,000 to roll you with, but this time with my dice.
Nothing doing. With them dice, you can't make a pass to save his soul.
What did you say?
It says with them dice, you can't make a pass to save his soul.
Well, maybe I can make a pass to save his. And yours. And yours and his. I'm going to roll the dice. I will bet each of you $1,000 against your soul. 1,000 cash against the marker for your souls. Is it all right?
Let me get this. If you lose, we each get $1,000, but if you win, we have to show up in the mission doll's cabaret.
If I win, you show up at the Save a Soul mission, one meeting.
Fine by me.
Yeah. It sounds good to me.
You too, Nathan? $1,000 for your soul?
I don't even know if I got one.
You've got one someplace.
How do you spell soul?
S-O.
All right, lay down your marker. And give me the dice. And give me room.
Come on, quit stalling. Roll.
What's the matter, Sky? Turning chicken?
You've seen me roll for 100 G's, but I've got a little more than dough riding on this one. They call you Lady Luck, but there is The pickings have been lost, and yet before this evening is over, you might give me the brush. You might forget your manners. You might refuse to stay. And so the best that I can do is pray. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck let a gentleman see how nice a dame you can be. I know the way you treated other guys you've been with. Luck be a lady with me. A lady wouldn't leave her escort. It isn't fair, it isn't nice. A lady wouldn't wander all over the room and blow on some other guy's thighs. So let's keep the party polite. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me, baby, I'm the fellow you came in with. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Luck be a lady tonight. Luck let a gentleman see how nice a dame you can be. I know the way you treated other guys you've been with. Luck be a lady with me. A lady wouldn't flirt with strangers. She'd have a heart, she'd have a soul. A lady wouldn't make little snake eyes to see that I live my life on this road. So let's keep the party polite. Let's keep the party polite. Never get out of my sight. Never get out of my sight. Stick with me. Stick here, baby. Stick here, baby. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. Luck be a lady. What's the matter? Roll the dice. Right. Ha!
You were totally into it. I was watching you. You were like,
No prayer. Big Joel, you give your marker, and if you walk, you'll cause me no little embarrassment. I do believe you do not wish to cause me any embarrassment.
Yeah, but if it ever gets back to Chicago that I went to a prayer meeting, no decent person ever talked to me.
people are turning on and off.
Adelaide!
Oh, what a coincidence.
Because it's too hard.
Adelaide, didn't I just explain to you about tonight? I'm real sorry about it.
Please, let us not have a vulgar scene. After all, we are civilized people. We do not have to conduct ourselves like a slob.
Adelaide, what is this? You are my doll.
Your doll? Please, if that weren't so amusing, one could laugh at it.
Sweetheart, baby, How can you get so upset over one lousy elopement? Adelaide, please.
It's no use, Nathan. I succeeded, and you're not being able to upset me no more. I've got you completely out of my... Oh, Nathan.
Adelaide, baby, don't ever do that to me again. I can't stand it. Adelaide, we're gonna be all right. We'll have a house. A little white house with a green fence, just like the Whitney colors.
Nathan, we gotta do it soon. I got another letter from Mother today asking a lot of questions, and she put a letter in for you, too.
A letter for me? From your mother? Well, dear son Nathan, this is my first letter to you, although you have now been married to my daughter for 12 years. But I feel like I know you from Adelaide's letters, and in my mind's eye, I can see you as you go down to work every morning at 7. What a responsibility it must be to be the assistant manager of an A&P. I'm not even the manager?
Well, I was gonna promote you for Christmas.
I know how hard you have to work to take care of your family, Adelaide and the 5 children, and one that's on the way.
Mother wanted me to visit her. I had to tell her that.
Don't you know I can't support 6 kids on what they pay me at an A&P? I am very proud to have you as a son-in-law. You're a good man, and I know you will always take care of Ed. I feel like a heel.
Look, Nathan, we can still make everything all right. Look, it's not even midnight yet. 5 minutes to 12. Let's elope right now.
Okay, Adelaide. Oh, wait.
Nathan, come on, we'll be late.
Come on.
I can't.
Why not?
Well,
Nathan, why can't we elope now?
well, it's because I gotta go to a prayer meeting.
Nathan, this is the biggest lie you ever told me.
But I promise you, it's true.
You promised me this, you promised me that, you promised me anything under the sun, then you give me a kiss and you're grabbing your hat and it's off to the races again. When I think of the time gone by,
Adelaide.
and I think of the way I tried, I could honestly die.
Call a lawyer and sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love you. Give a holler and hate me, hate me. Go ahead, hate me.
The best years of my life I was a fool to give to you.
Already I'm just a no good Nick. All right, already it's true. So new, so sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love you.
You gambling here, you gambling there, you gambling everything, all except me, and I'm sick and I'm tired of stalling around, and I'm telling you now that we're through. When I think of the time gone by,
Adelaide, Adelaide.
and I think of the way I tried, I could honestly die.
Serve a paper and sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love you. Give a holler and hate me, hate me. Go ahead, hate me. I
When you
love
wind up in
you.
jail, don't come to me to bail.
All right, already, so call a policeman. All right, already, it's true. So new, so sue me, sue me. What can you do me? I love you.
You're at it again, you're running the game. I'm not gonna play second fiddle to that, and I'm sick and I'm tired of stalling around, and I'm telling you now that we're through. When I think of the time go by,
Adelaide.
and I think of the way I tried, I could honestly die.
Oh, sue me, sue me, shoot bullets through me. I love you.
urgent, Sarah. Something is very wrong.
Maybe your watch is fast.
General, I know what's wrong. I'm wrong. I've spoken to these people day after day, but my words just haven't reached them. I think you'd better...
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome.
Is everybody here? Where's Nathan Detroit?
Present.
All right, Sarah, here you are. 1 dozen or more assorted sinners. Sorry we didn't have time to clean them up.
Won't you all sit down?
Sit down, all of you. Since I'm required to leave for Points West tonight, I'm appointing Nathan Detroit major domo in my place. Nathan, if anybody does not conduct themselves according to Hoyle, they will answer the Sky Masterson personally, and that means in person.
What a remarkable young man.
So remember that, you guys. Your dice, Sister Abernathy.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are honored tonight. The meeting will be conducted by the head of our organization, General Cartwright.
It is wonderful to see our mission graced by the presence of so many evil-looking sinners. Now, who would like to testify? Who would like to start the ball rolling by giving testimony?
Benny, give testimony.
I ain't no stupid.
Come, brothers, I know it is difficult. Let one of you give testimony to the sin that is in his heart.
Benny, get up and tell him what a bum you are. Benny!
I always was a bad guy and a gambler, but I ain't gonna do it no more. Thank you.
There, don't you feel better now?
I'm all right.
Anybody else?
Big Jewel.
I used to be bad when I was a kid, but ever since then I've gone straight, as I can prove by my record. 33 arrests and no convictions.
Harry.
Oh, no.
Harry the horse.
Oh, well, when Sky rolled us against our soul.
I beg your pardon?
Sky Masterson, he rolled us $1,000 against our soul.
I don't think I understand.
I do, General. What he means is that they are only here because Mr. Masterson won them in a dice game.
Oh, how wonderful. This whole meeting is the result of gambling. It shows how good can come out of evil. Sergeant Sarah, you have done remarkable work.
Hasn't she, though?
Thank you.
Hey, I ain't finished with my testimony yet. My sense is that when Sky was rolling us against our soul, I'd wished we'd won $1,000. Now that I'm here, I still wish it.
Anybody else?
We will now hear testimony from Brother Nicely Nicely Johnson. Brother Nicely Nicely Johnson.
Well, I'm having kind of like a dream. Yeah, like a dream.
Well, tell us in your own words.
I dreamed last night I got on a boat to heaven, and by some chance I had brought my dice along, and there I stood, and I hollered, someone fade me. But the passengers, they know right from wrong. For the people all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. People all said, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you under by the sharp lapel on your checkered coat. Sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, sit down, you're rocking the boat. And as I sailed on that little boat to heaven, and by some chance I found a bottle in my fist, and there I stood, nicely passing out the whiskey, but the passengers were bound to resist. For the people all said beware. People A great big wave came and washed me overboard. And as I sank, and I hollered, someone bathe me. That's the moment I woke up. Thank the Lord. For I said to myself, sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Said to myself, sit down. Sit down. You're rocking the boat. And the devil will drag you and devil will drag you on the head. You never float. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. You're rocking the boat. Sit down. You're rocking. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. You're rocking the boat. Sit down. You're rocking. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. You're rocking the boat. Sit down.
Is there anything we can do for you, Lieutenant Brannigan? Maybe you would like to give testimony.
I'll do my testifying in court. But I'll testify that you guys shot crap here last night. You saw them, sir. Aren't these the guys?
I've never seen these men before in my life.
That's all right, Broad.
Now, if you'll excuse me, officer, we'd like to get on with our meeting.
I've never seen crapshooters spend so much time in the mission. Maybe that's what they mean by holy rollers.
Thank you, Miss Sarah. But I also have a confession to make, and I gotta get it off my chest. Me and the boys, we did shoot crap here last night, and we're real sorry about it, ain't we, boys?
Yeah, I'm really sorry.
But I have also done another terrible thing. I made a bet with a certain guy that he could not take a certain doll on a trip with him, and this I should not have done. But it did no harm, being as I won the bet.
You won the bet?
Sure. The guy told me he did not take the doll on a trip with him. Well, that makes me feel a lot better.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now sing number 244, Follow the Pole.
The well-known fiancé.
Oh, yes. When are you getting married?
The 12th of never.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't even get close enough to a church to be left at it. What'll I tell my mother?
Oh, just tell her your engagement is broken. I'm sure she'll understand.
I'm afraid that might confuse her. Maybe I'll tell her Nick instead and then see to it.
You mustn't carry hate in your heart, Miss Adelaide. Just be forgiving and understanding. Your pain will go away. Why, in the Bible, it tells us in Isaiah.
You got a boyfriend named Isaiah, huh?
Isaiah was an ancient prophet.
Don't tell me nobody cries like that over an old guy. Whoever it is, you got it back. You know, when I saw you with Sky Masterson the other day. Oh, no, not Sky. You're not in love with Sky, you poor thing.
I thought I hated him.
I thought I hated Nathan, too. I still think I hate him. That's love.
Oh, Adelaide, can men like Sky ever change?
For 14 years, I tried to change Nathan. I've always thought of how wonderful it'd be if he was different. Gee, wouldn't it be wonderful?
Yeah, if only Sky.
But they just can't change.
A little while ago, I saw some gamblers in our mission who looked like maybe they could change.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean gamblers in your mission? Was Nate in Detroit there?
I'm sure I heard that name.
A tall, good-looking fellow.
Yes.
How do you like that rat? Just when he should have been lying, he's telling the truth. I'm glad I'm through with him. And you ought to be glad you're through with Sky, too.
I am.
What are we, crazy or something? At Wanamaker's in Saxon Klein, a lesson I've been taught. You can't get alterations on a dress you haven't bought.
At any vegetable market from Borneo to Nome, you mustn't squeeze a melon till you get the melon home.
You've simply got to gamble.
You get no guarantee.
Now doesn't that kind of apply to you and I?
You and me.
Why not?
Why not what?
Marry the man today, trouble though he may be, much he likes to play, crazy and wild and free. Marry the man today, rather than sigh and sorrow. Marry the man today and change his ways tomorrow.
Marry the man today.
Marry the man today.
Maybe he's leaving town.
Maybe he's leaving town.
Don't let him get away.
Don't let him get away.
Hurry and track him down.
Track him and marry the man today. Give him the girlish laughter.
Give him your hand today and save the fist for after.
Slowly introduce him to the better things. Respectable, conservative, and clean.
Reader's Digest.
Guy Lombardo.
Rogers Paints. Golf galoshes.
Ovaltine. But marry the man today. Handle it meek and gently. Marry the man today and train him subsequently.
Carefully expose him to domestic life. And if he ever tries to stray from you, have a pot roast.
Have a headache.
Have a baby.
Have 2, 6, 9.
Stop!
Marry the man today. Rather than sigh and sorrow.
minute, Adelaide. I'm helping the lieutenant. Thank you, Lieutenant.
Nathan, come on, we're waiting for you.
Look, is this wedding gonna take place or ain't it? We'll pay $50 for this anthem.
Nathan, come on, we're getting married.
Gee, Adelaide, you picked the busiest time of the day.
Let's go. Where's the wedding?
Oh, no.
What's the matter?
I forgot to get a place for the wedding. How about the old billboard ride?
Brothers and sisters, life is one big crap game, and the devil is using loaded dice.
Where's the crap game?
Brother Masterson, do you think it'd be okay if me and Adelaide could get married in your mission?
Certainly. I married Brother Masterson and Sister Sarah. Glad to do the same for you.
Congratulations, Nathan. I'll lay you 8 to 5 will be very happy.
What Obadiah means is,
Obadiah?
he wishes you every happiness, and so do I.
Thank you. I know we'll be very happy. We'll have a little place in the country, and Nathan will be there beside me every single night.
When you see a guy, 3 stars in the sky, you can bet